I've had this brass, I think it's brass tubing, sitting around for a while. And it's the perfect size for my fatter plastic dot stock. And I couldn't help but think, I've got some aluminum too, which I had planned on doing for my kiddo's guitar. And that looks freaking awesome. I don't know if the brass will be bright enough if I put black in the middle, but I'm going to have to try that. Okay, so the aluminum's pretty easy to work with. This shit, a little different story. I actually have a tiny little pipe cutter, which works out really well for the aluminum. The only thing is to bridge the gap so that it stays, straight in there. I have to cut a piece a little bigger than I want to, but not the end of the world. And it files down real quick and easy, so whatever. However, that brass shit, different story. The hardware on this guitar is going to be chrome, so the aluminum would work well. But the finish of the maple top, I'm expecting to be kind of brownish. Have, a certain amount of goldy brown to it. So the brass would fit that too. Really, we could go either way. But the more I look at it, I mean, this is plenty visible. Actually, you got to look kind of close to, see a whole lot of color difference. Alright, I've pretty much decided we're going with a black centered brass. Now, I usually don't do this, but I'm thinking the Cerakote is so hard to draw on. So I'm just putting some tape right at the edge of the fret slot. Yeah, this seems like a good idea. Alright, 12, 13, 14, 24. Now, in the past, using little dots, I would put 2 dots down here, but I think we're going to skip that this time, and the truss rod port is reminder enough. Okay, what I usually do now, I put my dot like a quarter off of the point where, a quarter inch off of the fret and a quarter inch off the binding. So, and then we get down to this end, past the 12th, we'll do it on the treble side. No particular reason, that's just what I arbitrarily decided to do one time and I liked it, so that's what we do now. Down here we're still a quarter off the binding, but you get to a point where a quarter is past the half, so I usually center these. I didn't exactly plan that out very well, did I? Just do them shits all over again. Yeah, I forgot I centered them until I was talking about it. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, now for these guys, like I said, quarter in. Okay, I guess we need to drill some holes. Now, the brilliant process I devised is to wedge the little guy in there and hammer him down. Which is not super duper easy, actually. Because it doesn't really super want to fit in there. I guess I'll just go ahead and get them all in there and then file them all. I gotta be careful not to go all the way down because that file is pretty brutal. So I don't want it chewing up my fretboard, but I also want to be able to finish it with a much nicer. That's some bullshit. Alright, I have decided I don't want any more of that in my slots. Not cool, dude. One down. 7 more to go. Start with a drop of glue and go from there. It's going to be real subtle on the face, but if I didn't want subtle, I would have put those giant, big, honking, ugly 1/4-inch dots. Subtle is good. Yeah. I'm gonna like that. Yeah, yeah. Alright, before I fine sand the board, just hitting it real light with the radius. Okay, then we're going to start with 220 and work our way up. Actually, 220 is what we had on the yeah. The radius being, so 320. Then 400. Then 600. And just for the hell of it, 1200, just because we can. baby. It's gonna be a pretty neck. Alright, just to make life easier so I can do some drawing, not have to, you know, resand the shit out of that maple, get rid of it. I put some tape down, so I could transfer onto the side where each of these frets are, then measure my distance that I put that point away from the fret on here and draw a line a little better. And then I drew me a line. It's closer to being the center from the edge to the bottom of the fretboard instead of just the maple part, but not quite, so it looks almost centered on the maple. Anyway, I suppose we gotta drill some holes. Now would be an awesome time for me to remember where the hell I put my drill. Son of a bitch. I'm amazed I found it. And dots are done. Yep. Thanks for joining me. If you like what we're doing, if you're digging it, like and subscribe. Catch you next time.